What's up guys, Tentacle here, and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy after... how long has it been now? 2 months? Anyway, in the last episode we went through the High Road level, and in this episode we're kicking things off with Slippery Climb, one of the more notoriously frustrating levels in this game. At least from what I've heard. Now, as we're getting into this, I gotta mention, I'm actually recording this episode with post-commentary. This gameplay footage that you're seeing is from 2 months ago. When I initially recorded this episode, I was feeling extremely under the weather, so I decided it would be best to record the gameplay then, and save the commentary for when I was feeling 100% again. The only problem with that was, that time never came. My college classes were getting into full swing around the same time I recorded this, so after I finished recording, I had to focus all my time and energy on making sure I passed my classes, and some of them were pretty difficult. I had to put this episode on the back burner as a result, and I didn't get to record this commentary until just now. All that being said, that's why this Let's Play has been on hold for the past 2 months. I just had to focus on my personal life. But don't worry, I'm planning on recording a bunch of episodes in this same sitting, so I should finish this game within the week. Now, the main gimmick of Slippery Climb is that there's a ton of precision platforming, and most of it is vertical jumps, combined with crazy physics. And oh boy, did my past self have one heck of a time here. You guys are gonna see exactly how painful this level can be. And I'm also hoping my past self remembered to edit out all of the unnecessary fails, because, let me tell you, there's a lot. Those prisoner enemies that you see right there, you can only jump on them as soon as they're about to stick their hand out at you, but the only problem with that is the hitbox on that is really finicky. So it's kind of hard to tell when you've jumped on them and when you haven't. And those buzzards, I guess that's what they're supposed to be, those are basically one-use platforms. So, how's everybody doing, by the way? At the time of this recording, at least recording the commentary, today is Sunday, December 29th, 2019, and 2020 is on the horizon. I can't believe it. It's the end of the year and the end of the decade. I know one thing's for sure, I'm gonna make sure I get the best possible content out for you guys. So look forward to it. Okay guys, we're back to where I was. So let's see if my past self actually succeeded at the jump this time. Yeah, there we go. I actually kind of like using this post-commentary recording style. It helps me see where my mistakes are and where I can improve in the future, if that makes sense. I am not sure how I survived that one. But anyway. In this level, there's going to be a lot of waiting around for platforms that are moving in and out to be in the right position. But don't worry, once this level is over, the next level is a lot more fast-paced. You'll see what I mean. Oh, that's right. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I am not sure why I survived that jump, but let me tell you, that's probably the luckiest thing that has happened to me in this Let's Play so far. I remember when that happened, I was literally shaking. I couldn't believe I survived that. Oh, these platforms here were particularly nasty because they're moving in two directions at the same time. From side to side and in circles. That wasn't fun, but I somehow managed. Now these scientist enemies here, they just throw explosive beakers at you, but they're not that hard to avoid. Unlike most of the enemies in this game. The one thing I learned from this level is timing is everything. As you just saw right there. Now, another thing I gotta mention. You probably noticed that I was collecting a different type of bonus game icon than I have in the past. Those icons will actually take you to a different style of bonus game, which you'll see pretty soon. I'm pretty sure the third icon for the special bonus game is right after this section. Then again, I'm not exactly sure, because this was recorded 2 months ago. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, this is the super special bonus game. Basically, what this will do is give you a different colored gem if you get all the boxes. Normally, if you get all the boxes in a level, you'll earn a gem, but in these bonus games, you'll earn a second gem, but only if you get all the boxes in the bonus game, if that makes sense. It's a little weird. Unlike the normal bonus games, which give you extra lives. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the part where I failed the most in this episode. So, hopefully, my past self remembered to cut out all of this unnecessary fail. Or these unnecessary failures, I should say. So, I'll meet you guys Okay, guys, I think this is the successful attempt right here. It was really hard not to get blown up by all those TNT boxes, but I somehow managed. And then I immediately proceeded to die right after the bonus game. But thankfully, that counts as a checkpoint. I'm not even sure how that one happened. So yeah, there's not much else going on in this level right now. It's just a lot of waiting around, like I said earlier. And there's the exit, just off in the distance. And that's the end of the level. You can probably imagine my past self breathing a sigh of relief right now. But that's not the worst of it. The worst of it has yet to come. Because the next level is called Lights Out. And you can probably guess from the title of the level what the gimmick is. Yep, that's right. This entire level is completely dark. So you have to grab those light Aku Aku masks, at least that's what I call them, in order to see. The only problem is that those light masks are temporary. So you gotta pick up a new one whenever you can. As you can imagine, this made for a very stressful level. What I didn't realize there was that you were supposed to jump on the platform as it was going towards you. There are a lot of platforms in this level that do that. So you really gotta make sure you go quickly, but time your jumps as well. I also seem to remember there being a lot of consecutive deaths in my run of this level, so if things get really bad, I'll probably just meet you guys back whenever I stop dying over and over. Hopefully my past self cooperated. Yeah, that right there, you're seeing an example of how those light masks can burn out so easily. Anyway, time for some more editing magic. Okay, guys, we're back. And remember when I said I'd meet you guys back when I stopped dying over and over? I actually got a game over at that part because my light mask kept running out. So I decided to go for a different strategy. Speed running. Or rather, my past self decided that strategy. And for a while, it actually worked. But as you're gonna see pretty soon, I was come to a screeching halt, or rather, I had to come to a screeching halt because of rats. These things are everywhere in the later part of this level. And as you know, one hit takes away your Aku Aku mask, as you guys saw in previous episodes. So you can imagine that things got pretty bad after this. And right here we got some swinging axes. That's no fun. Good thing there was a light mask there, otherwise I wouldn't have made that. And I'm not sure how I got hit on that axe. I also didn't realize that there was a crumbling platform there because my light mask had run out from the aforementioned axe. Or is it pronounced aforementioned? That's neither here nor there. All I know is this level was so incredibly frustrating. Probably even more so than Road to Nowhere, The High Road, and Slippery Climb put together. It was that bad. I mean, could you blame me for dying at that part? My light mask ran out again. And I guess that rat must have opened up another light mask box. Or rather, the rat opened up the box by my spinning it into the box, if that makes sense. Okay, guys, we're back, and as you're about to see here, this attempt also proved unsuccessful. Because for some reason, my light mask kept wearing off at this specific part. And it kept wearing off at the most inopportune times. Like that. So it was right about here that my past self threw down my controller in frustration. Well, that's a bit of an overstatement. Anyway, this was a very weird episode, what with all the post-commentary and all that. Anyway, next time on Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, more lights out goodness. See you guys then.